substance use field, I found that people were stigmatized and treated in a punitive way, looked down on and disregarded. I also was under the impression that addiction could never happen to me. These people were different from me. While they didn't deserve the ridicule and rejection they had to endure, I still saw them as different from me, that addiction could never happen to me, and I probably wasn't much of a help to anybody. Then I discovered the work of Bill White and John Kelly and came to realize that there was an entirely different way and a much more hopeful and effective way to view and treat substance use. The so-called new recovery movement that started in the 90s, in which addiction was reconceptualized as an illness. I was coming to the work from having started in the mental health field and had seen the dramatic difference in attitudes and activities that had come about when mental illnesses stopped being stigmatized and considered life sentences, as in once you're mentally ill, you're always and only mentally ill, and started to be treated as a disability separate from the person and something the person could manage, if not recover from entirely. I recognized the need for a similar transformation in the substance use field, from blaming people for being addicts to having compassion for people with addictions, which, while having started due to drug or alcohol use, had come to take on a life of its own. And then I could begin to see clearly that this could in fact happen to me as well, because it had. So what have I learned from Bill White and John Kelly? That punishment, self-blame, stigma, and rejection, that looking down at people and denying them access to needed resources and supports out of a misplaced refusal to enable continued use was counterproductive and made things worse. While acceptance, humility, and engaging people into hope-filled and constructive relationships and activities led to engaging them in the work of recovery. And recovery is hard work, but it is work that is made possible on the basis of mutual respect, compassion, and taking advantage of opportunities to give back, to make a difference for and with others, to reclaim valued social roles and repair broken relationships. This is ultimately what I learned, that recovery is possible, that recovery may require hard work, but that it is possible and is becoming more and more possible as we extend understanding opportunities to people who in the past have not been able to envision a life beyond that of substance use. We need to hold out that vision and the hope it is based on to everyone struggling with substance use and offer them the support they need to turn what starts out as a promise into what becomes the reality of recovery. Recovery is real. I have seen it and lived it and highly recommend it to others. Thank you.